Hey, what's up? My name's Greg Plitt. I'm here to answer a couple of questions. Talked with the administrator there at simplyshredded.com, and he's like, hey, we got about 5 or 6 questions. Members love to get your input on it, considering you've been on more covers than anybody in the last 5 years, and what your take is on this from a fitness side to some serious hard questions that people have some trouble with. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So this is going to be a 5-part series, guys. The first one, each one's going to be one question answered, and you go to my website, gregplitt.com, and get more in depth. I only had 10 minutes here from the constraints of the website to give you all this information, and these questions really are more in depth. Some of these questions I've answered on my website, you know, into 30 minutes long each one. But the first one here has to deal with lean mass. How to gain lean mass, what to eat to gain lean mass without all that body fat, and how many calories. The reason why I say how many calories, I can't talk about the carbs and the proteins and the fats that make up those calories, because every single carb, every single fat, every single protein is different. But in the calorie war, they're all the same, meaning a good carb, good complex carbohydrate to a simple sugar is still 4 calories. Each gram to calories, 1 gram, 4 calories in a carbohydrate. And a fat, whether you have a good like monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, you know, your omega-3s and stuff, that's a very good healthy fat, right? As opposed to your saturated sugars and shit and your candy bars, those kind of fats, animal fats and everything else, it's still 1 gram, whether it's good or bad fats, is going to equate into 9 calories. And then your proteins, your lean proteins, is another 4 calories. So it's a 4-9-4 ratio from carbs, fats to carbs. And if you go into my site, you can break down every single one of them and find out what's the good ones, what are the bad ones, to find out how to get the good healthy calories. Because that's what we're going to try to do right now. We're going to answer your question here on calories. It's not going to be a generalization, guys. It's going to be very specific to you. We'll break it down very simple, stupid. So get a calculator out, get some math, write this stuff down, because it's a calculation for success. I've written down, made a whole bunch of notes for you guys. If you guys follow these notes, what I'm saying, it guarantees success. We're taking the guesswork out of it, life, you know? Why go through life blindly? Go through it with a purpose. Every action has a purpose. If every action has a purpose, then every action will have a result in your favor. You gotta think that way. You don't just go to the gym, sign up for a membership, and expect to get big. It's not gonna work that way, guys. You have to be smart. You have to know how your body's working. You have to be able to read your body's language, basically. It gives off a language. The better you can understand that, the better the two of you and your mind and body can sync together to get to the goals, the end state you want to become. So let's get into this. We only have so many minutes. Calories. You gotta find out that golden calorie number, and that's based on your height, your metabolic rate, and everything else. So in order to find out what it is for you guys, because it's different for everybody, like we all have a different fingerprint, it's gonna be different for you guys. So how do you find that out? I need you guys to weigh yourself. When you weigh yourself, find that weight, right? You're gonna multiply your weight by 11. So let's say 200-pound person. A 200-pound person times 11, that's 2,200 calories needed per day. Static calories, meaning just to live, just to operate the organs and stuff as you just sit there idle. But last I looked, we don't go through life idly. We're moving around all the time. So how do we account for all those calories? That's your active calories. That's another ratio. That's based off your metabolic rate. Your metabolic rate is broken into 3 categories. And I'm sorry if I'm going fast, guys. I just know how much time in my head's ticking, and I gotta get through this. Metabolic rate. Your metabolism. You have a fast, a moderate, and a slow metabolism. You have to pick which one you guys are. Meaning, a slow metabolism will be somebody that gains weight off a salad, you know, just walks into like the grocery store looking at food and gains weight. That's a very slow metabolism. A moderate metabolism would be somebody that if he eats a lot, like over Thanksgiving recently, you know, put on more than he ate, more than he usually ate, probably a little bit heavier now. You know, so now this week he's gonna go to the gym, start working out, his weight's gonna fluctuate and come back down, directly correlated to how much he's eating. If he eats a lot, he's gonna put on size. If he doesn't eat that much that week, he's gonna lose weight. That's a moderate metabolism, pretty much directly correlated to how much you're putting into your body. A fast metabolism, some dude that can't gain weight for the life of him. He can eat crap, he can eat as many meals, he can eat himself to bed every night, he still can't put on the weight. That's a fast metabolism. Once you guys know your metabolism rate, whether it's fast, moderate, or slow, then it goes off your age. There's 3 categories, and it goes by 10 years. If you're in your 20s, it's one number, 30s another number, 40s another number, and so on. So going from a slow metabolism in your 20s, right, it's going to start off at 30, and then moderate is going to be 40, and fast is going to be 50, okay? That number into your 30s, it drops by 5%. So the 30 for slow, right, will go into a 25, and then 40 will go into 35, 50 will go into 45. In your 40s, it drops another 5%. So in your 20s, it will now be down to 30, 30, 35, and 40, okay? That's your metabolic rate, calorie intake. So you can take that first number, your body weight times 11. That number for a 200 pound guy is 2,200. That number times, for me, for example, I'll be like 45%. 0.45 times 2,200 is going to be 990. That's going to be my metabolic rate calories needed per day. So I add those two numbers up. The first calculation, body weight times 11, plus your metabolic rate calories, you add up 2,200 plus 990, comes up to 3,190. That's my base calorie. That's my golden number right there, guys. 3,190 calories I need at 200 pounds at my metabolic rate to maintain my certain size based on my activity level. Okay? Once we know that number, now we know where to go. If you guys don't know where you are, you're never going to get to where you want to go. When you guys get in your car every day, right? When you're driving somewhere, you have a purpose of where you're going. That's why you get in the car. You have a destination. Why do people go through life blindly? They just go through the motions and just hope for something to happen. Bullshit. Make it happen, guys. You got to know where you are right now if you ever want to know where you want to go to. Because along the way, you're going to hit a lot of forks and walls, and you're going to be hit with adversity. You're going to have to back research where you've been, what worked in the past, and evaluate the current situation at hand to make the proper decisions in the forks in the road to go down the right path. Because it's constantly changing. Life is, you can never be a step ahead of it. You just gotta be as educated as you can and make the most accurate decisions. Okay, so that 3,190 is my calorie intake of where I am currently right now. If I want to gain lean muscle mass, guys, lean muscle mass, 500 is your golden rule. 500 being enough calories for your body to take without being too much excess to be stored into body fat. But it's enough to nourish the muscles, to provide them with good, lean, high-quality calories, guys, which are your good fats, your polyunsaturated, your monosaturated fats, your good complex carbohydrates, and your good lean proteins. When you put in that kind of quality, high-quality calories in there, at that number, 3,190 plus 500, meaning 3,690 on a daily intake, you're going to gain lean mass through, thick and through, every single day, you know. It's not going to be like you're going to start doing this and you're going to put on size right away. You know, getting your body in shape, it's not like a test you can cram for, guys. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There's no short-term solution to long-term results. Meaning, if you're cutting the corner now, you'll pay the price later. If you want that body, guys, you got to put the time, the dedication, the work ethic, and see it through from the start. You know, have a goal 8 months out. Don't get hung up on the daily ritual ups and downs of how you're feeling and everything else. Just to keep your eyes on the horizon. Stay focused on where you want to go. And don't let anyone tell you any different. It's all within your two hands. You grab that wheel of life and you drive it to where you want to go. 3,690 for a guy weighing 200 pounds with a metabolic rate of 0.45, which is a moderate kind of, you know, in your 30s. Another thing, this is live, guys, so we got a guy cutting the lawn and shit. I'll try to talk louder so you can hear me, but this is how we roll with GregPlitt.com, man. It's the honest truth, the real truth, no bullshit. Once you have that number, 3,690, that's going to gain your lean mass. Now, if you want to lose weight, what are you going to do? You're going to drop that 3,190 base golden number by 500, making it 2,690 now. That's the calories you're going to bring every day if you want to maintain your same current activity level if you want to lose weight, guys. No one, unless I look, wants to put on size and be that big fat guy, you know? Everyone, think about it, everyone when they're losing weight, right? What do? They start eating right and start watching the diet and everything else. But for some reason, those rules go out the window when they want to gain weight. They're just like, oh, I just got to eat everything, just put on weight, put on weight. Who wants to be the big fat guy? No one does. Who wants to walk through the party and be like, yo, have you seen John? I don't know. If he's here, I haven't seen him. John's been there for 4 hours. No one's seen him because no one wants to look at him. You want to be the guy that walks in there, yeah, John's right over there. It was like, fuck, man, I want to be like that guy, you know? I want to have that kind of physique, that kind of fucking physical power, that dominance. So why not? No one's going to give it to you. Sweat, blood, and tears, all this shit, the sweat equity of life. It will get your body transformed, not only physically, but mentally, so you have the mental toughness to see things through. Okay, so that's the calorie number you need. Now, how many meals do you eat? 4 to 5, 6 meals a day, guys. If you're in that transition period, you've got to have something in your body all the time. Keep your metabolism high. High calories, quality calories with high metabolic rate. I mean, high metabolism produces high lean mass numbers. That's what you guys need. But you can't eat off what your hunger level is. When you're really transitioning, you're eating off a clock. Every 2 to 3 hours, you're putting a meal in there. You're actually hitting a stopwatch, guys. This is all science, man. Hit a stopwatch. When that thing hits off, you're taking another meal in. 5 to 6 a day, man. And you gotta be smart. So you go to those blogs I have on my site on fats and carbs and proteins, because I'll tell you exactly what to eat. So you're gonna take an array of good ones, right? And proteins, put them in a section. An array of good carbs and an array of good fats. You're gonna grab one from each section to make your meal up. Always changing it up too. You can't grab the same meal every single day and have your body expect it to grow anymore. Your body's smarter than you think it is. It's two steps ahead of you. Same with your workouts. You've got to keep shocking the system on the exterior to get that growth on the interior. If you do the same thing over and over again, your body will find a more efficient way to get the same results. That's good for the body, less wear and tear, but bad for the end results. You want your body shocking. You want it to shock and absorb and adapt to new situations. That's your growth, guys. Same with eating. You can't eat the same thing over and over again. Your metabolism will drop down. Your body knows what's coming in. It doesn't like dissect it as much anymore. Does that make sense? So keep changing up your eating habits, eating good stuff. So get 10 good proteins, 10 good fats, 10 good carbs. Grab one for each for your one little small meal. 5 to 6 of them a day. You know your calorie number. Add up those calories for fats and carbs. Make that number match. So you got 9 calories for every gram of fat, 4 for carbs, and 4 calories for every gram of protein. And do the math, guys. I know it sucks. Once you guys do it over and over again and actually do the math, you'll start learning the process. You won't have to go so much time and actually adding everything up. You'll know what to do here, what to grab there to make that thing work. Also, water is very important, guys. You gotta be drinking a lot of water. You gotta stay hydrated. That's like your river of life throughout you. Getting all that nutrients you put in your body to your muscles so they can absorb and be used within that 45-minute window right after your workout. That's so imperative to your success, guys. Those guys that work out and go home and just sleep, whatever else, without putting the nutrition in, your muscles like, oh, please give me the nutrition right now. This is where I can get the most bang for the buck, and you guys are missing that window. Man, get your ideal body shape, guys. 4 factors. It's your lifting program, your cardio program, your nutrition, your diet, and your sleep. If you cut one of those guys out of the equation, it doesn't work. They all hold equal weight, all quarter weight, that success picture. Water, it's based off your weight again, guys. If we weigh 200 pounds, right? Cut that in half. Whatever your weight is, divide by 2. If you're 200 pounds, divide by 2 is 100 ounces of water you need a day. Divide 100 by 8, that's 12.5 glasses of water you need a day to stay hydrated enough to build that lean mass based on the calories and everything else. Alright guys, this is Greg Plitt, help you stay fit, man. Hope you enjoyed this. I got 4 more coming to you. They're going to be fast like this. If you want the real long definition answers, go to my website, RedPillsAreGood.com. Also a lot of videos, workouts, behind the scenes of cover shoots and acting, day in the life stuff, and just trying to give you guys everything that I've learned in the last 15 years of working out.